woman is receiving, I don't know how to describe this, something part from a spiritual advancement. Man is egoist, and every one of us, and don't be delusional, don't have illusions. If a person, one person, living with you, understands that it's everything for you, everything, he has to make a calculation. If he or she is doing that or not. By the way, when I was getting married, I had the same issue with Russia. I'm living for Israel. I was already a refusnik in the USSR. We were together for 2 years. We were in refusing together with her, but we were married conditioned by the fact that we are leaving. We're leaving everything. It was but back then, in the early 70s, 71st, 70. There wasn't any it's like I'm doing whatever I need, and I believe it's important, and she is following me. I don't think she suffers. She suffers more that he would be suffer under different kind of circumstances and different other decisions of other husbands. It was important to you, but not about your individual case. We're talking about a man. Woman should understand a man if it's important for him. If he belongs to her, if he's her, she will continue with him to the end. She will follow him to the end. A real option. Myself, another case. Myself, I was wifing. I was married for a long time. And my wife was always nagging me, and all our neighbors were the best husbands, and I'm a failure, a loser, and so forth. And immediately, when I started to Kabbalah, this issue disappeared. And 7 years of my life, all this Petya and Vanya, one disappeared. She knows that she's studying Kabbalah. Of course she does. For 3 hours, 3 a.m. I disappeared from my flat. Before that, you just came at 3 a.m. Seriously. What happened to her? Did she start to feel something? Why did he completely focused on supplying me free, easy advancement in Kabbalah? They're doing everything possible just for me to do that. Why does she feel any necessity in that? She feels that you're doing serious, very important work that is above any other, whatever there be, any other achievements in this world, which are passing, which are temporary, or just disappearing with the life at least. And therefore, she's ready to participate in that. She knows, subconsciously, she feels that is the most profitable investment into you, into something. And therefore, we see the extent to which women, when the woman is studying Kabbalah, as a rule, agree to that. They are ready to sacrifice a lot, time, their vacation, some kind of naturally minimal salary that she brings. He could bring work somewhere else, have a second job. We can see that. Woman subconsciously feels that. In general, if a woman was just following or listening to women, all these issues, then it will be better. I should call this series, this program, about women, because women in the first place. Saying that the man needs to foundation to women. Give us advice. What should a man do? Give to woman so to sacrifice her life. to explain something, what's important? How do you explain it to? It's questions are very complex. I answer to that, but actually many things are not being mentioned. I think that if man would start to develop spiritually, he will be able to gradually, over a few years' time, create in his wife such kind of sensation, feeling, importance, and belonging to what he does, that it completely will satisfy her. I don't see in our world any other compensations or long-time compensations effective, that the work effective in relationship of man and woman. The family will continue to disintegrate. The women, children will leave families. The marriages will multiply. Each person will go through 5 or 6 divorces or his lifetime, and then this whole attitude will disappear. Then so easy, and this paper is worthless, it's cheap. Unless the woman that although there was a husband, she's growing the kids alone. If somebody wants to argue or to receive the receive alimonies, you can prove that with DNA test, and you don't need all these formalities. So all this institution of marriage will disappear, disintegrate. So it will be like a push. It will, like all the negative phenomena that are revealed will demand its correction, and there people will see that we've lost that natural organization that is taken, that they have as beasts, as animals, because on the level of our bodies we're beasts. On our mental mutual level we're people, but on the beastly level we are human level. On the body level we are animals, and therefore it will bring people to understand that that uncorrected man is just subdued this beastly level, even because it's a catastrophe. Because after that, human just doesn't exist anymore in their natural framework. It will be interesting breaking point in our development, this recognition of evil, when even the family falling apart, and all relationships will need that level. On the kind of sexual, life level, in family level, that will has to lead to man to recognition of evil. If a man will continue to develop spirituality, it will satisfy a woman. Why? Doesn't the woman need to develop also spiritually? A woman can develop spiritually together with man, but if her whole husband develops spiritually automatically, she by the attributes of kind of resemblance begins to, because he belongs to her, she begins to be impressed by that. She begins to share with him, and it doesn't need to make a lot of efforts to attain what he has. Let's say if she studies and he doesn't, no, it's not enough. No, it's not enough. Let's say if man just studies Kabbalah, let's say, and a woman also has to study, work on herself. But it takes him absolutely different. She doesn't have to engage herself into any actions at all. The man has a lot of obligations in his spiritual advancement to support it with actions. The woman doesn't. She needs to read a little bit here and there, to know a little bit here and there on a very simple material, not because she can't, capable of perceiving more complex things. She doesn't need it. That will automatically raise in her from within. Thanks to the fact that supports and helps him, and he actively and advances. Yes.